So it's looking like we already got AI beef going on between Sam Altman and Elon Musk. Shout out to the AI Grid for covering this topic. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
So Sam Altman has actually fired back against Elon Musk, and he's actually dropped some new receipts talking about how Elon Musk, you can't sue your way to AGI. So this is something that I've covered previously, where we do have a situation between these two influential individuals in the AI space. Now,
The only thing I want to say is that this becomes a little creepy when you think about the power these guys have right now, considering that they control these AI platforms and they're like geniuses of our modern day era right now. So to defend each other, they might want to outdo each other in ways where these AI robots, dogs, whatever the case is, start to become more dangerous in the defense of their platform or their business or company, whatever they want to protect. So we're going to move on and we're going to see exactly what is taking place according to the research that was done by the AI Grid.
you can see right here that this is something that is being covered in the news, and it's really important because it will actually affect the future of AI development. And as you know, as these companies start to get more powerful, as their models start to get more smarter, this is going to impact a lot more than just these two individuals. Now, the statement OpenAI have said is that, look, you can't sue your way to AGI. And they're essentially referring to the fact that Elon Musk has filed several lawsuits, basically claiming that what OpenAI is doing is just outright false and just like they can't be doing what they're doing, considering when they initially created the company as essentially a charity and they're now trying to turn it into a profitable company. That was never the original mission to begin with. And
okay, so to get it straight, Elon Musk is suing because of what? Let me just make sure I'm getting this correctly before I start speaking.
Can't be doing what they Elon Musk has filed several lawsuits, basically claiming that what OpenAI is doing is just outright false and just like they can't be doing what they're doing, considering when they initially created the company as essentially a charity and they're now trying to turn it into a profitable company. That was never the original mission to begin with. And OpenAI are basically responding saying, look, we get that, but you can't sue your way to AGI. They state that we have great respect for Elon's accomplishments and his gratitude for his early contributions to OpenAI, but he should be competing in the marketplace rather than the courtroom, which is, throwing shots in a very snarky way. You can see they say it is critical for the US to remain the global leader in AI. And our mission is to ensure AGI benefits all of humanity. And we have.
It almost seems as OpenAI is trying to kind of manipulate this situation into making, Elon Musk feel guilty about what he's doing in the courtroom. Um, I'm not too sure how I feel about that, but let's continue watching.
Have and will remain a mission-driven organization. We hope Elon shares that goal and will uphold the values of innovation and free market competition that have driven his own success. So you can see here from this statement, they're basically saying that, look, rather than suing us, you should just make your product better, which is a very direct shot at Elon Musk's current company, X.AI. Now, you can see they also managed to release the timeline, and I think they've kind of, I don't want to say spun the timeline into their favor, but of course, this is going to be presented in OpenAI's best light, and they do actually have some kind of defenses. You can see it says OpenAI started as a non-profit in 2015, which Elon questioned. In 2015, OpenAI was publicly announced. Then their progress led to realize that they're going to need billions of dollars for the computers to build AGI. Then they agreed that a for-profit was the next step. Then Elon demanded majority equity, absolute control, and to be the CEO. And then, of course, Elon created the public benefit corporation called Open Artificial Intelligence Technologies. And then OpenAI rejected Elon's terms because they didn't want to give him unilateral control. And then Elon, of course, tried to merge it with Tesla. And in 2018, this is when Elon Musk retired. And in 2018, that same year, Elon Musk said raise billions of dollars a year per year or forget it. And then 2019, they announced the cap profit. And 2013, and then, of course, March 2023, Elon Musk started his competitor X.AI. Now, you can see here that OpenAI are basically stating that Elon Musk's latest legal filings against OpenAI marks his fourth attempt in less than a year to reframe his claims. But in his own words and actions, they speak for themselves. Because in 2017, Elon Musk actually created a for-profit as OpenAI's new structure. And when he didn't get majority equity and control, he walked away and told us that we would fail. And now that OpenAI is the leading AI research lab and Elon Musk runs a competing AI company, he's asking the court to effectively stop us from pursuing our mission. And the crazy thing about all of this is that Sam Altman recently said in an interview that he thinks that Elon Musk is somewhat of a bully. You see that statement here where he's basically stating that, look,
Wow, he's saying that Elon Musk is a bully. Now, I'm not too sure what's the idea. Like, why is Elon Musk really wanting to sue them outside of them believing that it's because they become more successful? Um, I'm not sure if he's like plays a role in part invention of these type of platforms or whatnot. Um, Considering that he wants part equity of what's taking place with OpenAI, but I'm assuming so, considering that he's filing a lawsuit like this. And now we have, my guy Sam Altman feeling like he's getting bullied. This AI beef is getting serious, man. Let's keep going.
perhaps maybe Elon Musk's newfound political influence might be used for the wrong reasons.
Elon definitely did a lot to help OpenAI in the early days, and in spite of all of this,
Okay. So now the truth is coming out. Now my questions are being answered now. So he contributed a lot towards OpenAI. So let's just play back a little bit just so I could understand the context of what's being said.
Influence might be used for the wrong reasons.
Elon definitely did a lot to help OpenAI in the early days, and in spite of all of this, I'm very grateful, and I think he's just a sort of legendary entrepreneur. He's also clearly a bully, and he's also someone who clearly likes to get in fights. Right now it's me, it's been Bezos, Gates, Zuckerberg, lots of other people. And I think fundamentally, this is about OpenAI is doing really well. Elon cares about doing really well. Elon started and now runs a very direct competitor that's trying to do exactly what OpenAI does. And I'll point out is a structure, it's like a public benefit corp. And I heard Elon has majority ownership and control, and it seems like a reasonable thing he would do. Everything we're doing, I believe Elon would be happy about if he weren't in control of the company. He left when he thought we were like on a trajectory to certainly fail. He also wouldn't do something where he had like total control over OpenAI. But I think it's like a little bit of a sideshow, and the right thing for us to do is just keep doing incredible research, keep shipping products people love, and most importantly, like keep pursuing this mission of.
Now, crazily, we've seen that Mark Zuckerberg and Meta have decided to jump in on this as well. You can see here that we have a situation on our hands. It says that Meta asks the government to block OpenAI's switch to a for-profit, and Mark Zuckerberg sides with Elon Musk in his battle with the maker of ChatGPT. So Meta are actually, agreeing with Elon Musk that OpenAI shouldn't become a for-profit. You can see that in a letter to Attorney General Rob Bonta dated.
So they don't want OpenAI to be a for-profit, and I'm not gonna lie, that kind of throws me off, just because it's like they don't want him to make money off of this or something. And considering that if he does it for profit, he'll be able to continue investing into becoming a larger AI company. They probably see the success that's taking place just with OpenAI in general. So once it turns into a for profit, he can most likely, seems to be, according to the looks of intimidation on behalf of or regarding to Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, seems like they understand he can make a killing with this OpenAI. So that's what it's looking like right now. This is the first time I'm watching this with you guys, so I'm just giving my personal honest opinion on it.
Thursday, it says Meta said allowing the ChatGPT maker to become a for-profit company would set a dangerous precedent of allowing startups to enjoy the advantages of non-profit status until they are poised to become profitable. And I got to be honest, they do have a point, because one of
the and now that he's about to say they do have a point, I understand, because partially because for XApp, I guess you don't necessarily have to pay to be a member. They do have options where you could pay for like the premium or whatnot. But then we move on to Facebook and Meta, it's the same scenario. You don't necessarily have to pay. So they're already making money off of their platforms in different ways. They got different forms of revenue when it comes to these social media platforms. through promotions. You know, you got XApp if people want to join Premium or Premium Plus. There's other way they're making money off of this where they don't have to solely rely on this AI concept. Whereas for ChatGPT and OpenAI, it seems like they don't necessarily have a social media to provide these things with, and they just want to solely, you know, I guess make it a for-profit company for people utilizing their platform, which kind of throws me off on why they wouldn't want him to do it for profit, because I would think the more valuable option would be a social media with an AI search embedded in it, right? So there has to be more. I'm sure we're going to find out now. Let's move forward.
The things that is a risk of starting a company is that when you're investing in a company, you don't know whether or not that company is going to succeed. So they're wondering, is this going to be something that, all these new companies do, just start as a charity, and then once they're profitable, they can literally just start raking it in. Now, you can see it says OpenAI's conduct could have seismic implications for Silicon Valley, Meta wrote in the letter. If OpenAI's new business model is valid, non-profit investors would get the same profit upside as those who invest in the conventional way for profit companies, while also benefiting from tax write-offs bestowed by the government. And I got to be honest, that is one of the things that I actually wasn't thinking about, because when you invest into a charity, it is actually a tax write-off. So essentially, you're not going to get any money back from that, but it is a complete tax write-off. So you can, reduce your taxes through that. But of course, imagine you could reduce your taxes whilst also investing in something that gave you a 10x or an 100x upside. That would be a significant loophole. So I'm guessing that they are trying to, prevent OpenAI from doing this. Now, I got to be honest, one thing that I always think about is that I always think about the incentives for what these, individuals are doing. Meta, of course, is in fierce competition with the ChatGPT maker OpenAI, so they would have every incentive in order to stop them from becoming a public company. Of course, that would have them to stop needing to raise money. If they were be able to become a public company, they could have stocks and stuff that they could just sell if they needed more money. So this is something that you have to understand. Whilst they do have a point, there's no real incentive for people like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk to actually help Sam Altman in this scenario. They'd actually be better off if ChatGPT were out of the race, because it means a lot more customers for them. Whilst they are right that you can't sue your way to AGI, I do think all of this is competition, and competition is usually good. So it will be interesting to see where this case does go, because it will mark one of the most interesting things, because it's probably going to be make or break for OpenAI. Now, I personally do believe that somehow OpenAI are going to be able to get this done, but I think it's going to be a situation where they have to fight like hell to get there. So it will be interesting to see how the influence of Mark Zuckerberg and, of course, the influence of Elon Musk managed to shape the final. So now, of course, one of the things that Elon Musk might actually do is, of course, use his new Department of Government Efficiency role to eliminate the government hurdles facing X.AI and, of course, just make things better for his own company. I do think that that is a 200 IQ by Elon Musk, and it seems like a pretty delicate situation because of the position that OpenAI is in. Crazily enough, we also got to see that when Trump anointed Sachs as the AI czar on Thursday evening, Altman quickly posted a congratulatory message on Twitter. And apparently the intent was to make a gesture of goodwill, but it had the opposite effect and only further confirmed Altman's predicament, which is where Elon Musk actually replied with a laughing emoji, which is, of course, not the kind of thing you do want when you're the CEO of an AI company. And of course, some very, very influential people in the AI government, or so you could call it, are now doing laughing emoji. So definitely a very, very interesting predicament for.
Not everything's gonna resonate well with the person you're currently in competition with. That's all I'm saying. I think it's gonna be interesting for just the AI world in general. I think there's pros and cons to the situation. We got the pros is that like competition is good. That's how you see the evolution of things, because without no competition, it's hard to really set a standard that you like to pass for yourself. Like, don't get me wrong, you could become your own competition. I understand that idea. But sometimes there's that extra push you get by seeing someone else's, and it's not about you're hating or nothing, it's just about you being inspired and you seeing what they're doing. You say, you know what? If he did it, I could do it 10 times better. And you just want to keep pushing to, outdo not only your competition, but yourself. And at the end of the day, as long as you did better than, what you did yesterday, it's, it's a win-win situation. The con though is, where can this lead to? How bad can this be? What type of inspiration could lead to a bad result? or a bad outcome that, can possibly be rooted from malice intent. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how everything turns out. But till then, make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment down below your thoughts. And thank you for tuning in once again to Brain Gain AI. I'm out. Peace.